Windows is the worst operating system in the world. Here's why. Big fat old Microsoft is backing you, meaning your computer is regularly monitored by the Ministry of Truth, but the Ministry of Truth claims to collect data from your PC for improvement of the user experience, which if you have ran into a blue screen of death, you probably know Microsoft could not care less about screwing over your PC with a small buggy update that causes you to lose all your personal files and data. Or maybe that time Microsoft rolled out the ransomware update that locked millions of users out of their PCs and preventing them from accessing their files. What a laughable joke this so-called Microsoft company is. Microsoft, are you sure you make micro amounts of software? Because it seems to us that you're Microsoft, or microshit, more than anything else. Microsoft should reconsider their branding. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Windows 11 is a rich filled chocolate cake that has so much sugar in it that you can barely finish off the whole thing. The icing in Windows 11 is just extreme, and the sugar levels are off the charts. Windows 11 tastes nice, but I think Microsoft did a wee little bit too much when it came to decoration time. Did you guys seriously have to overfill Windows 11 with all this bloat? Like Candy Crush Saga. That's why the cake is so filling we possibly could not eat it all, not even over several days. And finally, to top the cherry on the cake, Windows has the largest amount of programs and software support, but this also means it has the largest virus and malware target on its back. So Windows users are often exposed to things like ransomware, trojans, viruses, and other forms of malware. And since lots of people get infected all the time, it's infamous for its malware. Some even consider Microsoft to be putting malware into Windows directly, but the fault is not that of the users, of the eaters of the cake, shall we say. Really, it comes down to Microsoft and their incompetence and failure to listen to users, because Microsoft were too busy stuffing their cake, called Windows 10X, later deprecated and re-evolved into what we now know as Windows 11. The mudcake disaster that has made so many Windows users puke and stick with the stinky old stench of rotten eggs that is Windows 10, which is smelling fairly foul now. Its use by date is not too far away either, so rotten egg users, you better start investing in rich cake soon, or else you're gonna regret it. Microsoft also recently announced a spyware feature called Recall, which if you know enough about privacy, is a real concern. Microsoft says they store your stuff locally with encryption, but Microsoft are lying to you. They can access your files at any time they want. They can sell your data to the hungry sharks, and all you can do is eat chocolate cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because that's all you're allowed to have from Microsoft. No banana, no strawberry, just plain old boring chocolate, with extra chocolate topping and decorations on top. Microsoft tried to cover up the pile of shit that is Windows 11 with chocolate, and tons of it, and it failed miserably, because when someone uttered the words, "What's that smell?" I instantly knew we were in for a bad time. Microsoft took a big fat shit and left us in the stinking sewage, and we knew for a fact that Windows 11 smelled like shit, really stinky shit at that. It smelled like someone had eaten really rotten eggs and thrown up and ate their vomit and shot it out their ass. The smell was so bad I could not get rid of it no matter what I did. I sprayed Windows 11 with smelly things, and then I washed it, but nothing worked, and it smelled worse than it did before I tried to wash the shit away. Windows 11 is covered in so much shit that every time you touch the keyboard of the Copilot Plus PC, fecal matter gets onto your hands, and what's worse is that the shit looks like chocolate cake, but if you smell it closely, or take one nibble at it, you know you're eating shit. What you see is what you get with Microshit, the shittiest turd company on earth. They make you eat their shit, and then they rip your neck and shit down your throat. How's that for a present from Microshit? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.